Hey, good morning, guys. How are you all? This is Prashant. I welcome you all in today's session. I think I'm interacting with the class 11th students, and this is the first topic that we are going to discuss, lesson one. Actually, topic is similar for both the classes, as you are the student of CS, okay, or you are the student of IT. Actually, as we introduce the IT as a subject, as a skill subject, and the CS as the main subject, this topic will be the similar for both. Okay, so you must understand the importance of this topic because the base, the base is very important. Okay, so my CS students, you have the code 083, okay, 083, and IT student, you have the code is 802, 802. Okay, actually I don't have a proper writing pad and things I am writing with the mouse, so that's why it is coming in this way, that you are thinking that I am a KG student. Really, this made me a KG student who is learning to how to write on the computer screen. So let's begin. Actually, today description we will talk about the basic of computers. What is it? How it works? What are the equipments? What is the input and output? Like that, small things we will discuss. Okay. And if you, till now you are in trouble that what to take and what not to take, it will be better for you that you go and watch my first video which I have sent you in the link uh, in your group. So please watch that video, and after that I send a one more link of my website where you will come to know the what is the importance of computer. And we are going to begin today's topic. So here you can see this is the index that these some chapters are similar for both of you, so it should be clear to you to make you understand the basic concept as we have discussed in the class 9th and 10th. This is a similar one, but it is a little bit upgrade version of that. Okay, so we are going to begin today with the introduction chapter. So let's begin with the introduction. So, my dear student, you know that what is the computer. Actually, I am thinking you all are aware about the computer system. You all are using the computer nowadays everywhere. Wherever you will go, you are seeing the means you can see the computer is working in each and every pocket. A small computer is there. That means a mobile is there. Okay, so means you can see a technology develops slowly. As you can see that human develops slowly, and we reached here. So similarly, technology develops slowly. So it takes a long time. It's whatever the face you are means whatever you face you can see it's just of computer, keyboard, mouse, and monitor. It was not like that. It took a long time to come in this phase. Okay, so we will discuss it when we will discuss the generation of computer, that topic. So today we are only discussing what is the here we are going to discuss the computer. Computer have made great inroad in everyday's life and thinkings. They are put to us for all sorts of application, ranging for complex calculation or frontline research, engineering, simulations, down to teaching, printing, books, and recreational games. Means everywhere, wherever you will go, my dear, you will find out computer is working. It is nowadays no place is there where you are not able to see the computer. Computer is working everywhere. Okay, so computer is very important thing that you have to understand. Many of you are thinking that why I must take the computer. My dear student, computer will not leave you. If you will not take just now, you will take afterwards. Okay, it is clear that you have to learn it because it is mandatory. If you are going to apply for a job, you have to learn. You have to learn. Why I am giving the stress on this word, because I know the importance of the computer. That's why I am saying these words. The area of applications of the computers are confined only by limitations of human creativity and imagination. Any task can now be easily performed on a computer. I think you are familiar with the artificial intelligence, robotics, new type, different engineerings. Means many things are coming with the help of computer. Whatever you can see in the world, whatever we are developing nowadays, it is by the help of computer. Research, teaching, development, printing, everything Each and everything you are doing, you are doing by the help of computer. If you are going for the if you will go for the doctor MBBS, if you will go for the engineering, civil engineering, any biochemical, any type of things, wherever you will go, you will find out the computer, and it is a helping hand. Now it becomes a helping hand for the human beings. So you have to understand this one. Okay, what is a computer? When this question comes, what is a computer? At the same time, two things should be come in your mind. What are these? Number one, data. Number two, information. Okay, what is the data exactly? Data is a raw means data is a raw facts and figures. Whatever you are thinking, whatever is coming in your mind, this is a data. But when you convert that data in a meaningful information, meaningful things, that becomes the information. Okay, so whenever this you make it sure, my dear students, whenever you will see this question, these two words will help you to give the answer. Okay, a computer is used to essentially as a data processor. A computer is used to essential as a data processor. The term data and information are commonly used, but they are very different from each other. Let us understand this one. Okay, so here I gave you example Rahul 23. What is Rahul 23? It's a age, it is a roll number, it is a serial number. What Rahul 23? Because it is in your mind, that's why it is data. When you will purify this information, it becomes a information. When you will purify, so what is it? For example, Rahul whose roll number is 23. Yeah, Rahul whose age is 23. It is an information. Okay, so here you can see information is created from data, means different data. When you are going to different data are coming from all around, and it is going to be processed in a machine, and you are going to make a information. As your mother is cooking cooking the meal at home, means breakfast or dinner or lunch, so what she is doing, she is bringing all the things together, keeping in the pot, and she is cooking with all the things. After that, processing is going on in the your pressure cooker or something else, and the result, the information you are getting on your plate. Similar is here. The data, different data are coming from different sites, and computer is processing all the things, and you are getting the purified information. Okay, so that is the information. Here is a cycle, working cycle of a computer. How the computer works: input, process, then output. Input, process, then output. It is a working cycle of a computer, my dear. You should know about this thing: input, process, then output. This is very important cycle. Otherwise, this cycle will work, then computer will work. If this cycle will not work, computer will not work. Let's suppose if we remove the input part, we are not inserting anything, we are not, your mother is not putting any ingredients in the means she is not having anything to cook. What you will get on your plate? Nothing you will get. Okay, so input is a main important part here. Second thing, the process. By mistake, the gas means gas over, there is no gas at home, so how she will cook? Okay, so this is also an important part, process. Second is the output. No one is there to have the food, no one is there to what your mother cooked. So how what will be the use of this output? Means each and every part of this cycle is very important: input, process, and then output. Okay, there is one thing is storage. Let's suppose some if your mother stores some food that someone is outside. After that, when she will come, he or she will come, she will give that food to them. Okay, so like that, this is the storage. So we will discuss it. It is a very big topic for you people now, because earlier it was only the cycle, but now we will elaborate, we will discuss all of the things: input, process, and output. So make it sure that we will discuss it briefly. We will discuss this thing. Okay, so here what goes in the computer in data, and what comes out from the computer is information. Is this clear to you? Whatever we are inserting is data, whatever we are getting is the information. The process of turning data into the information is called the processing cycle, and this is the processing cycle, that input, process, then output. I think these things are clear for you, my dear. Now, what are the input units actually these things, input, process and output, how we are going to perform these things. There are some hardware parts, there are some equipments which will help you to give these things. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we will talk about the input, then we will talk about the output, then we will talk about the central processing unit. So let's see here. I think you all are familiar with the input parts. Just now we are using, I just, as you can see, the cursor is moving. I am using this part only, mouse. I am using the mouse, means with the accessories which help you to direct or to insert some values in the computer system, some data into the computer system, that is known as input unit, input device. As you can see, keyboard, mouse and the joystick here. So my dear students, I hope these things are clear to you. So in the comment section you will write down the five input device and the 5 output device. These things depends on you. Okay, so you have to write down. Next, I think you all are watching this video on your mobile phone, on your laptop screen or desktop screen. I hope so. So means that device that displays is a output unit. Okay, that the monitor, that is mobile screen is the output unit, means you are getting the output from that computer system. Okay, at the similar way, output system we can say which help us to get the output from the computer system, as the printer, as the speaker. These are the output units. So you have to write down 5 output units in the comment section. Please make it sure. Next is the CPU, Central Processing Unit. CPU, the brain of the computer. Okay, the CPU controls all the major functions. Beta, it is not a small topic. Make it sure. Just now I am giving you a definition. When I will talk about the CPU, I will elaborate all the things, all the parts of the CPU, inside parts, outside parts, each and everything I will tell you, and I will show you the each and every hard parts in whatever inside the CPU. I will open my CPU physically. I will make the video and I will upload that one, and you can see all the parts, so that you come to know that what are the keyboard, what is the motherboard, what is the BIOS cell, what is the processor, what is the CPU fan, what is the RAM. Everything you will come to know. I will make the video of that one also. Okay, so this just now we are talking, just now I am taking the basic parts of the CPU. So CPU is a central, CPU control the center of computer. As you can see, monitor. Okay, here is the CPU. Now I must make it long so that you can understand. Okay, keyboard and mouse. So what is this? Means all the things are connected with the CPU. All the things are connected with the CPU. Okay, so that's why it is known as the central processing unit, because it is in the center, first of all thing, and it is all the processing work, whatever you are inserting, whatever you are getting, is done by this. Means this area is responsible for processing, and it is a hardware device, so that's why it is known as a unit. Okay, so as the brain of the computer, it controls all the input and output. As a human beings, your hand movement, leg movement, your breathing in out, all the things are controlled by the brain. Similarly, in computer system, all the things are controlled by the CPU. And CPU, generally CPU has two components. One is the control unit, another one is the ALU, arithmetical logical unit. You have to remember, my dear student, this full forms. Please make it sure that you have to write down in the notes that control unit, CU stands for the control unit. It is the first part of the CPU. Second part is the arithmetical logical unit. It has some more parts. We will discuss it after the words, so don't worry about that, but you should know about this thing. Now control unit, the control unit guys and control the interpretation, flow and the manipulation of all the data in the information. It controls whatever you are inserting and it controls whatever you are getting. So main thing is this control unit controls all the action input as well as the output. Arithmetical logical unit, it controls all the logical and the arithmetical operations. Okay, it controls the logical and the arithmetical operations. Just now you have to understand that arithmetical is the mathematical operations, logical means you are comparing the values. We will discuss it afterwards, but you have to remember that arithmetical means mathematical operations, logical means comparisons operation. So these are the things that you have to remember. Okay, so in the comment section you have to write down the 5 input devices and 5 output devices. Now we have the memory. As I told you that input, process, output, and there was one area that which is storage. Storage means you are storing the data for the future purpose or for the short time purpose. That is a thing. So computer stores the data. Computer have the capability to store the data. Computer have the memory. Okay, computer have the memory to store the data. So this memory is means with the help of this memory you will find out that computer is very useful for you. Okay, so here you can see 010101. Actually I am not writing 0101 purposely here. This is the language. This is the means the computer can understand only these two words, 1 and 0. Okay, we will talk it afterwards because this is a basic thing, that basic chapter for you. So you should know that computer works only on the 1 and 0, two signals, 1 and 0. 1 is yes, 0 is no. 1 means on, 0 means off. Okay, that two things you have to remember. When so let's go with the definition. The memory of the computer is more likely to predefined workplace where the temporary keeps the information and data facility to its performance. When the task is performed, it clears the memory and memory space is available for the next task to be performed. So is this clear? Generally point that the computer have two types of memory. One is short time, another one is long time. Okay, so I think you are familiar with the short time and the long time, because as I taught you, I know that we have discussed these things. So let's continue with the topic. We will have this chapter in the next session. So here we have the computer memory, and computer memory, what is it doing exactly? Whenever you are giving a work, until or unless it will not perform that work, it will not leave the means release the memory. When it will perform that work, it will release the memory for next work. Okay, this is the main thing that I want to discuss here. Okay, so here you can see the memory of a computer can be thought as a cell. So here you can see a bit means a binary digit, either 0 or 1. It's a bit. A bit is an elementary unit of the memory. 8 digits together form a byte. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It becomes a 1 byte. If I am going to talk about any one of them, it becomes a 1 bit. Okay, so 8 characters becomes 1 byte. Is this clear to all of you? Now, what is the hardware we are going to discuss now? Hardware represents the physical and the tangible component of the computer, that is the component that can be used, seen, touched. This thing is clear. So now all the input devices, output devices, CPU, hard disk, etc., whatever you can see and touch is called hardware. Okay, now software represents a set of programs. Earlier what you used to say, the whatever is coming on the computer screen which we cannot touch is the software. But now definition is a little bit change. Okay, now you are in class 11th, you have to understand this term. Software represents a set of programs, that governs the operation of a computer system and make the hardware run. Okay, here the important thing, a set of programs that governs some operation in a computer system and make hardware run. Because if you don't have a software, the computer is a dumb machine. This is only a garbage. These things are only garbage without software. If you will install these softwares in these machines, then it becomes a computer. Okay, so here we have the types of softwares, operating system, language processors, application softwares. So here is the end of today's topic. We will discuss it later. What we will start with the operating system. Then we will talk about the processor, language processor, and the application software. So I hope these things are clear to you, that we have discussed the basic introduction of the computer. This is not built in a one day. Let's do one revision. It is not built in a one day. It took long time to come up here, but nowadays it is a right hand. You can say it is the right hand of the human beings. Each and every work we are doing with the computers. Whatever is the computer, what is the computer? That time I told you, you have to understand two words: data and the information. Then after that I told you about the working cycle of a computer system. Then which components are helping to perform these things? These are known as input and output unit and the central processing unit. Okay, then we discuss the memory. What is the memory? As human beings have the memory, similarly it have the memory. Then the computer can be categorized broadly into two ways: hardware and the software. Okay, hardware, all the physical component, all the physical peripherals which is attached with the computer is known as the hardware. The software, the set of programs that govern some operations and make hardware runs, it is known as the software. So this is the end of the today's topic. We will meet in next classes. Thank you and have a nice day.